Hello everyone, my name is Ben, and in this video I'll be showing you how to add, edit, view, and delete information from the pyramid model implementation data system. Now it should be noted that only certain roles can add, edit, view, and or delete, but I'll cover the roles and the differences between those roles in a different video. Adding, editing, and viewing is accomplished through the use of the data entry forms in the system. And I'll use the ASQSE form as an example since it's fairly simple, but it's a good baseline for the other forms. Now to get to the form, you have to go through the dashboard generally. So if I want to get to the ASQSE form, I have to go through the ASQSE screenings dashboard. To do that, either click the link on the left here, or click the link in the navigation menu above. It's right here. I'll click the link on the left, and we'll go to the dashboard. Okay. Now we're on the ASQSE dashboard, and I'll start with showing you how to add an ASQSE. So to add an ASQSE, just go ahead and click the Add New ASQSE button in the top right. Wait for it to load, and this is the data entry form for the ASQSE. So to complete the form, you just have to fill out all the fields, and then click the Save button down below. I'll just do that quickly. And save. Okay, now we just added an ASQSE screening. Now if you wanted to edit that screening for whatever reason, you click the Actions button and Edit. And again, we're taken back to the data entry form and we can change any information here. In this case, I'll change the date to today. And save. Okay. Now we've added and edited an ASQSE, and if you wanted to edit any of the other ASQSEs, the process is the same. Click the Actions button and click Edit. Now you'll see we also have a View Details button for the ASQSE, and this allows us to view the data entry form itself without allowing any changes. After you look through it, you can just click Cancel, and it will take you back to the dashboard. Okay, so now we've seen how to add information, how to edit information, and how to view information. The final thing we need to show is how to delete information. So if I wanted to delete this new ASQSE that I just added, all I have to do is go to Actions and click Delete. Now I'm going to get this little confirmation. I'll click Yes, and now the ASQSE is deleted. This is the same for most forms, but your ability to delete is dependent on your role, and again I'll mention what roles can delete in a separate video. Now I want to go over validation on the data entry forms. And the easiest way to show you validation is to try to add a new ASQSE without putting any information in. So if I try to click Save, you'll see that it won't let me save and it gives me a message about validation failure. And we get messages by each field on the form telling me what is wrong. So the form date is required, the child is required, version, and so on. Now, as I add information, the messages go away, and once I fix all of the problems, I will be able to submit the form. Okay, so I saved it. Now you may have noticed when I tried to add that ASQSE, the child and interval fields are disabled currently. This is because they are filtered by the screen date, and this happens on a lot of forms that the date of the form controls what other options are available. So in this case, I can't choose a child until I choose a screen date because the system doesn't know what children are active in the program until it has a date to compare children's discharge dates to. So once I choose a screen date, it looks for all children who are not discharged from the program as of 10/23/2019. And then I can choose a child. In a similar way, the interval isn't available until I choose the ASQSE version. And you'll see similar behavior on some of the other forms, but for the most part, the fields are usually available as soon as you load the form. Now the ASQSE is a good example of a basic form, and it gives you a good baseline for the other data entry forms in the system. However, there are some forms that act slightly differently when you enter them, and I'll use the children form as an example. So I'll go to the children dashboard, and I'll add a new child. Let me fill out all these fields. Make sure I spelled the name right. Now, as you can see, I'm not going to put in discharge date or discharge reason. These fields are optional because obviously you don't want to only be able to put in discharged children into your program. So I'm going to click Save. Okay, now the child is added, but it kept me on this page so that I can add more information for the child. And as you can see below here, we have a space to add notes, a space to add statuses, and a classroom assignment. So if I go ahead and add a classroom assignment, as you can see, it brings up another data entry form for that assignment. I'll assign the child to a classroom for today, and I'm going to leave date and leave reason blank as they are optional. And I'll save, and it's reflected there. And I can also add a note for today of test. And there are several other forms that work in this way where there are linked records such as notes to the main record of the child. But the child's a good example, and it really gives you an idea of how the forms work, and that's about it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.